I would have, I don't know how many scores of shows I've done on the history of Discovery and National Geographic, but they won't let me talk about the Iroquois. They won't let me do it. And that's the reason why I'm angry.
Aren't the Iroquois part of the Algonquin Nation?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They're one of the tribes. Yeah, so, yeah.
So the thing is that unfortunately, they're such heroes, and I mean, as what they accomplished is enormous.
So-called North American Indians.
That America does not realize that Franklin, Jefferson, and Washington, all of the founding fathers were their students. They allowed them to come into the Philadelphia's hall there. I can't remember the name of it right now, but they were there and they were their teachers. And many people have attacked me on this, but they're dead wrong.
No, you're absolutely right. And the unfortunate thing is we have a great, I used to be an American, now I'm Canadian, but you have a great Constitution, and the only problem is it's being dumped at this point.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
It's been dumped.
They were saying how the Algonquin, the Iroquois Indians taught the founding fathers, and they admitted that, well, the lady said they had knowledge of the Knights Templar.
A few of the characters, David Appel, Pietro Pierleone. Hey, I'm growing up here. And Lorraine.
Let's tell our listeners too that one of the reasons that we have such strange names here is the trilogy is set mostly in Rome and Tuscany.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And the reason it's set in Rome and Tuscany is because there's a whole energy configuration.
Showing you that America's
Italy
Rome all over again.
It's the energy configuration behind the Vatican.
Revelation 13,
and so ultimately, as we move into the age of Aquarius, we're going to see some kind of fall of the Vatican. It could be just an extreme shrinkage,
which represents the knowledge of the
Catholic
beast, the
Church,
image of the beast, man.
Definitely going on. Or the Catholic Church could actually could crash.
See?
But I'm after Rome and Tuscany and that part of Italy because of the energy in that part of the world. And I'm still doing a lot of research on that. I'm actually traveling there again next year to do more.
Well, we got to call time out at the top of the hour here, and you'll return with us next hour, Barbara, and we'll continue on our journey. Barbara Hand-Clow, Revelations of the Aquarian Age. In the old days, we used to call it the Aquarium Age, and that was a big laugh, right? Bear and Company, www.handclow2012.com.
Yeah, so there you have it. All right. So this lady, which I'll go back in the video and listen, but to her name, and she wrote a book, and they're saying that the indigenous people here of America, so-called North American Indians, all right, are the tribes. And not only are they the tribes, but they were the educators of the nobles of America. The presidents, the politicians, and how basically the Constitution was assembled from those indigenous tribes, and they got together with Esau, all right, those different Edomites that came over here in rulership, okay, and what they did was they came up with this Constitution. That's why it's called the judicial system. That's why, you have so-called, you have certain things in the Constitution as we speak, all right, that are biblical, okay, that are, all right, a part of the heritage of the Hebrew Israelites, man, okay, going back to the law, statutes, and commandments, all right. That's why it's so reminiscent when you go into the court and then how they deal with the court system, and why you need a lawyer, okay, to speak on your behalf to the judge, okay. And we understand that the Hebrew word for Levi, who were ultimately the lawyers, okay, that were established by Yahweh Shem Yahshua to be the spokesman, okay, or the upholders of the law, okay. And you would have to go to particular Levites, high priests, which were judges, okay, and they would give the judgment on a circumstance that was brought forth by the lawyers, okay. So it's showing you clear as day that the children of Israel were also two so-called North American Indians. All right, there's archaeological evidence. I don't know what else you need. Okay, you have these Edomites bringing this information out because the scriptures tells you what, that their own tongue shall fall upon them. Okay, and who knows, these these people could have been Jakes, but nonetheless, all right, she got into the zodiac and all that. We don't follow zodiac signs. We're not into horoscopes. Okay, now the concept of the zodiacs are relevant when it comes to the understanding of the heavens, all right, because there is a knowledge of the heavens that was created, that was already here before the earth was formed. Okay, and I'm not going to go too much into that. Nonetheless, it's showing you here, what in the scriptures, the scriptures do make mention of, all right, to be signs in heaven, okay, and great wonders, okay. So, she mentioned the fall of Rome, which that's not far-fetched. Okay? And we had that what was that? Pluto's something, which didn't happen since the fall of since the Renaissance period. Oh, no. It was since 1776. Yeah, man. See, Gad, and also too, because you did have Jakes, you had Judites over here too. All right? But there was a slave trade, but you had Gad and you had Judites over here mingling together, and it's spiritual too, because I was talking to my father's firstborn son, daughter. All right, and we would, which is my cousin, obviously. All right, and we were talking about this very thing. All right, because you look at you look at me, they be like, whatever. A lot of brothers think I'm Benjamin, Judah, or whatever. I don't know. A lot of brothers think I'm Benjamin, which that could be the case. Who knows? All right. But, all right, you look at the rest of my family, you would see that they're indigenous. They look like an indigenous people. All right. And actually, yeah, my family does have, Arawak blood, if you will. Okay. Come to find out. But nonetheless, the point of the matter is that, see, the 12 tribes are going to dwell here on this side because it's prophecy. All right? So it has to be the 10 tribes had to be here already. All right? The 12 tribes have to be here. And it's showing you clear as day, all right, that the 10 tribes came here and they were already settled. Okay? Going back to the time of Hosea the king. Okay? I'm sorry, not Hosea the king, but, during the time, actually, of the Assyrian rule, all right, during that period, our people, left and went into a land that had never been inhabited, okay? And that place is known today as America, all right? I'm going to close on that, man. Call Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Shalom, Lavachari, and peace to the elect. Shalom.